This was too priceless not to record this game. I decided, because there were no opponents, to play in Commander, to just throw my Commander in my deck and play the Edric deck in a classic game against a random player, who happens to go first this time. What I didn't think about was certain cards don't work when you do that, in particular a command tower, and it comes back to bite me on the butt hard. So I was looking at this opening hand thinking, that's not so great. It's a little bit slow, right? So I just mulliganed it. And I mulliganed into this, that's like not even playable. Mulliganed into this, not playable. Mulliganed into this, so I mulliganed to 4. And I have no commander to recover, but I have Green Sun Zenith to fetch him if I can find some mana, so I figure I'll keep it. It's got a claim in it. And my opponent plays first turn Magus of the Vineyard, so I'm like, sweet, I got Green Sun Zenith. This is going to be good. So I decide what I'm going to do is, instead of Zenithing here for 2 and getting a Sylvan Ranger, I thought I'd play the Shackles now, and then that way I might draw a land, and if I draw a land I can Zenith to 3 and get Edric instead. So I go ahead and just play Shackles, and he plays Ice Storm. So he is playing a Magus of the Vineyard land destruction deck. This makes no sense, but this is the kind of noobery you expect in this room. So, fortunately, my deck coughs up a land, and I go get the card that I probably should have gotten on turn 1. Sylvan Ranger. Fetch myself another island since I'm getting fed green. Pass the turn. He plays Thunderscape Familiar. Acidic Slime. Thump goes the island. So I am able to activate Vedalken Shackles and cast myself an Arbor Elf and pass the turn, hoping that I'll, rip a forest next turn and get something going. Plays Satyr Hedonist, and he's out of cards, so I'm like, great, game on. So with him out of cards, I figure, you know what, even though this does kind of give me a mana every turn, I'm just going to trade it off, hopefully draw another island at some point here, and then just kill off his whole team. Basically, trade a Hedonist for a Slime, or just have him sack it. I don't know, maybe that wasn't the right call, but I draw Command Tower, and Command Tower does precisely jack. I've since switched this out for one of the green-blue, like Guild Gates or something, just for classic purposes. I've now got 2 copies of the deck, one for classic, one for regular, but yeah, I'm sitting there looking like, oh crap, I can't use Command Tower. I wanted to transmute Muddle, go get like Sylvan Library or something, so instead I just take a Magus of the Vineyard and decide I'm done. And he draws Pillage right on time. Just about takes his creature right back. Not that it mattered that much, since Shackles, since it works no matter which side of the table it was on, but still. So I trade off the Sylvan Ranger for the Hedonist, even though, if I draw a Cradle, but, whatever. It's a lot of effage going on, so. Based on what's going on here, I decide I'm going to claim his wild growth and play a Winter Orb. And then just hope to draw some mana or something to do before I die, since I don't have 40 life. He swings in, I don't want to trade here. This is only keeping me alive, ironically. And since Command Tower doesn't produce any mana, I can't cast Glenelendra. So I'm done. He plays Splinter Twin on Acidic Slime. Oh my gosh. So there goes Winter Orb. And I get Map. So I figure it took a while to think out what I was going to do here, but I have to hope that he misplays and I play Map for Sackland. And he Acidic Slime's a Sackland, which is perfect. I was reading Noob based on, Magus of the Vineyard land destruction. Well, anytime you face somebody who's playing a ton of LD like this, it's almost always Noob. And he fell for it, so that did all right things for me. Take some more damage. And top deck, Merchant Scroll, so I go ahead and fetch myself up an answer to Acidic Slime. And take care of that problem. but now I'm at 5. And in his awesome top deck mode, he rips Ice Storm and kills my command tower. And I don't know if he just felt sorry for me, or if he thought that like playing command tower was such amazing tech that when I drew my commander, I don't know what he was thinking, but he was like, he didn't know what this land did, so he killed it. It's just like, you know, hey, I have no idea what this does, so I'm just going to kill it. It's like, I guess, a strategy. Anyway, so top decking some more mana, I'm able to get down Glenelendra, pass for the turn. Now I'm safe from a couple LD spells, provided they aren't acidic slimes. And he draws nothing. I'm also safe from Magus beatdown, although if I were him I would have sent it in anyway. But if I were him I would be playing that crap. So I top deck. So I drew opposition, but decided that playing a GT is more important, and I really just need to cross my fingers and hope he doesn't draw slime for the GT right now. And he doesn't. So, play sword and equip GT and get in there, and my life total is now safe. Plays Bramble Crush, of course. I mean, the guy gets a GT. You have no cards in hand, you might as well kill the GT. But I have Glenn, so that's okay. And then he sends his Magus, which is what he should have done probably all along. I'm not going to GT that thing. Thing's great. I love it. So good in a land. It's good. So good. Such good anti-land destruction tech. I'm glad that I. Oh wait a minute. I'm glad that he's playing it. Oh jeez. So free equip on GT, and I throw a sword on it. Mash on in there for some damage. Save my counters and untap my lands. He draws nothing. I just gain some life, so I can stay out of. I don't want to be at 2 because of the shock that she has split second. And I was thinking about that after I passed the turn, and realized that for the rest of the game, I decided I'm not going to go down to 2 anymore. At least I think I decided. I don't know. Or maybe I decided not to worry about it. I don't remember. But I think, yeah. So opposition is Magus, and not quite enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Not quite enough to Terastodon just yet. So just keep hitting him, and also at this point GT is nearly lethal. Matter of fact, it was lethal, but I missed it. So 10, 11, 12, 13 would have killed him. Totally missed it, so he gets one more turn, discarding a Splinter Twin. Could add 2 Maguses. Yeah. And 15 turns later, I win. The thing that's funny, though, is if you take a look and you scroll back up in here, in his funky English. So there I'm noting how bad command tower is. I even told him it doesn't work in this format. But I don't think he speaks English that well, so I don't know that he understood it. Maybe mentioning command tower got him focused on it instead. But, where was it? Where was it? Somewhere in here. Huh. Well, it doesn't show up in the log, but at some point, I think he might have sent it to me directly. At some point in there, when he had the Splinter Twin acidic slime, and I only had just the island and the arbor elf, that's all I had. He said good game, and then that was when I was right. I was about to right click and concede because I was like, okay, yeah, I lose, whatever. But when he said that, it always just makes me want to play harder and kind of stuff in somebody's face. So kind of funny how that worked out. Anyway, this was the deck list that I used. The only difference is Command Tower got switched out for Temple of Mastery, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Temple of Mystery is what I should have done, and I've done it since. But I thought you might enjoy that game. Just kind of a really crazy board position against a terrible deck who got the jump on me with triple mulligan, having no commander. It just shows you how good this deck is, though, that, yeah, it can win with no commander, and it can win from almost any board position imaginable, which is pretty cool. So, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.